Hi, I'm Jerry, and I am a recovering grumbler. And I thought I saw a couple of you at the meetings. Great. There's some of you in the room that are glass half full people, and I thank you for that. We need your enthusiasm. We need your example. I just have one small request. Could you do it a little less cheerfully? You know, but we need you. Then there are those in this room that are glass half empty people. And then there's me. There's a glass. How did that happen? Nobody ever told me there was a glass. Nobody tells me anything. So, with that in mind, about a year ago, a ministry in Tennessee asked me to serve as the camp pastor for their retreat for families affected by disability. It didn't take long at all for my wife and I to agree to come. And then they gave me their theme verse from Philippians 2, verses 14 and 15, which starts out, and I quote, "Do everything without grumbling." I thought this could be one of those camp pastorates, the shortest camp pastorates in the history of camp pastorates. But there it was. Now, can we admit that those of us involved in disability have multiple opportunities to legitimately grumble? You know, see Wolfenberger's 18 Wounds of Disability. I also have to tell you that if you are invited to speak on Lament at a national disability ministry conference, you're going to get plenty of opportunity to experience reasons to lament. For instance, a couple of months ago, my wheelchair-accessible van that I drive went into the shop for 2 weeks. At the same time, my wheelchair went into the shop for 4 months. My medical supplier changed, and there was a back and forth discussion about sending me the proper catheter. Can you say catheter on stage? Anyway, you get the idea. And there's a transportation service that I use when my van's not working. They told me I no longer lived in their service area. I had moved. Seriously, Lord, you promised. Can I get a little bit of help here? Plenty of reasons to grumble. But there it is. I had to talk about do everything without grumbling. It seems unfair. It feels unattainable, and it can send us on a very long guilt trip. You know, especially in today's world where equipment repairs and doctor's appointments that used to take days or weeks now take months. So how was I going to deal with this at camp? There are about 40 families and all different kinds of disability, and as you heard, I grew up with a disability. I've been doing disability ministry for the better part of 4 decades. What was I going to say? let me share with you a couple of things that I wasn't going to say. I wasn't going to say, cheer up, there's always somebody worse off than you. You know, here's the problem. Sooner or later, you do the math and you realize, I might be that guy. You know, and I wasn't going to say fake it until you make it. I do believe that it's easier to act ourselves into believing than it is to believe ourselves into acting. But I really believe in today's world, we need no more fake. So, what was I going to say? Now, I have to tell you, I'm borrowing heavily from Paul Miller's book, A Praying Life, 2nd edition, chapters 22 and 23 on Lament. Yeah, when you get back to your hotel or your home, pull out your device, get on Amazon, buy the book. It's worth it. I told them, and I'm telling you, that God sees you. In Psalm 139, verses 1 to 3, it says, you have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going in and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Further, in Isaiah 42, verses 3, a bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. In faithfulness he will bring forth justice. I believe that if we truly want to grumble less, we need to lament more, or at least better. So what's lament? The Oxford Online Dictionary defines lament as a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. It's an in-your-face type of sorrow. There are two differences between regular, everyday grumbling and lament. The first is the direction. The second is the attitude of the heart, or better said, the eventual attitude of the heart. When we grumble, we are passionately talking to others. And if I could get somebody in a corner somewhere, I can grumble big time because they can't move, you know? And who do we grumble to? It's everybody. It's a shotgun strategy. Whoever might look at us for a second. When we lament, we're passionately talking to God. Could even be the same words, could even be the same tone, but we're talking to God. Now, I don't want to suggest that we don't need a few friends with whom we can be honest and real. We need those people in our life. A good, safe person will listen deeply and direct us back to God. So the problem is, if we only grumble but never talk to God, we're missing out. A lament submits to God. Your heart may be broken, but your feet are obeying or trying to obey or wanting to try to obey. Laments almost always, circle back to faith. When you lament, you live simultaneously in the past, present, and future. A lament connects God's past promise with my present chaos, hoping for a better future. Children are natural lamenters. Mom, you promised. Dad, you always, my personal favorite, please, 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 please. Laments are messy. They bring together things that typically recoil from one another. A lament connects three hot wires: God's promise, our problem, and the hope for a better future. When that happens, sparks are going to fly. A lament doesn't flee the desert. A lament fights the desert. If you don't lament over the broken things in your world, then you run the risk of your heart shutting down. And for those of us involved in ministry, if our heart shuts down, there is no more ministry. We think lament is disrespectful. God says the opposite. A lament shows that you're engaged with God in a vibrant, living faith. Laments are found all throughout Scripture. You can find them in Psalms, Job, Isaiah, Jeremiah, and even the book of Lamentations. Lament gives us God's language for expressing. Say it again. Lament gives us God's language for expressing our pain. Lament can begin with an emotional dump. In Isaiah chapters 63 and 64 are a great example of lament. Even as Isaiah is pouring out his pain, his heart returns to his faith. Isaiah's faith drives his lament. He believes three things about God. First, God is sovereign. He has the ability to do something. Second, God is love. He's for me. He's for you. Finally, God is a covenant-keeping God. He is bound by his own words. God doesn't critique or lament. He delights in hearing our messy hearts. Truly believe that if we lament, we will complain less. Back to that passage, Philippians 2 verses 14 and 15. Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, without fault, in a warped and crooked generation. without fault in a warped or crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky. When we grumble less and lament more, we will shine like stars to a world that desperately, desperately needs hope. A lament ends in hope. If you'd like to continue the conversation, our Luke 14 Exchange booth is in the exhibit area. If you want to continue the conversation beyond this conference, you'll find our contact information there. Remember, we need to grumble less and lament more. Life, second edition by Paul E. Miller. You bet. Thank you.